Hello everyone, this is Serious Trivia. Welcome back to another episode of our legendary Sun Ce campaign. This is episode 3. We pick it up from turn 14 in the spring season of 197. So hopping back into our game, the biggest change we have is that this episode will be on patch 1.5.2. There's the latest beta patch that's added to the game that fixes a lot of the issues in the game, including some that are going to be very relevant for us. Some of these are bugs, some of these are just balance changes, and one of the key balance changes that will affect us the most is that character salary has been lowered. So the default character salary has been lowered to 150. Now we see 75 here because we have a total of 50% salary reduction through our bonuses such as Man of Merit, and we also have 10% from court. I believe it's the chancellor position. At rank 3 it's minus 10%, and this will increase at rank 5 and rank 8. So we can see, I'm guessing maybe even up to 30% character salary reduction from this. And then additionally we have 20% which we took from reform tree, and we might as well just do the reform that we get during spring right here. We got this one at the beginning, and we used one of our reforms on this for another 10%. Because previously it was 200, and it was basically very draining our economy because I'm trying to collect all the Wu characters. So went for these character salary reduction, but now the game has overall rebalanced the salary, which I feel is a fair thing to do, because previously before patch 1.5, the character salary was default at 100. And then when you had the old title system where you ranked up them slowly, each rank up was 25 extra salary, right? So you have like 8 different rank up, goes all the way to 300. And then the game changed it so that you have titles given to officers, or it's basically they have a title or they don't have a title. So to make that fair, they upped all the character salary to 200. But that was a little too high. That made a lot of your random generals just sitting in your army just wasting a lot of gold. So now lowering it to 150, I feel like is a good place, but it also kind of made us feel like we wasted a little bit of reform here, because we might not need the extra 10% if it was 150 to begin with. But regardless, it's fine. I think there's good potential for us to lower our character salary to extremely low levels, maybe even 0%, like to where we have 100% character salary reduction, because there's still 20% here. That put us to 70. And if Huang Gai's position, the chancellor position, upgrades twice because of level to level 8 character, maybe you see a minus 30% there, so another 20 there, so it'll be a 90% reduction. And if we could find something like a character with a background that reduces salary, that might help. But at that point, 90% is already ridiculous, right? You have 400 cost title, which just costs you 40 per turn, and the 150, which just costs you 15 per turn, and then character salary just isn't an issue at all. For this turn, I think what we'll go with in terms of a reform, we'll probably end up going with another trade route just to help our economy a bit more. There really isn't much else that I'm looking for here. I'm looking to have enough money to start a second army to speed up our expansion a little bit. So I think going this way it's probably best, and we still probably want to focus on commerce and industry. And speaking of commerce, another big change that has happened to us in this new patch is that you see here, the Grand Trading Port now has 25% income from commerce faction-wide. This bonus is the same that Sun Jian has, and was missing from Sun Ce's faction, which was fair too, because it makes the two factions different. But the game decided they wanted the son to be like the father. So now on all your harbor buildings and trade ports at tier 5, you'll receive the 25% income from commerce that's faction-wide bonus. So focusing on commerce commanderies and focusing on upgrade to tall builds in these harbor commanderies is going to be really important, because you want as many harbors as you have, and you want them to all build grand trading ports to boost the overall commerce level of your entire faction. So that's a good change. The patch note also says they fixed the invisible workshop issue, but because we have because we already captured it, it was invisible when we captured it. I assume whenever I upgrade this to city, that will pop up. If not, then we have an issue, because then we have a tier 1 state workshop that's always going to stay tier 1, and then I don't know how to deal with that situation. Hopefully that won't happen. So we'll find out later on when we do decide to upgrade. Right now, I'm still going to be upgrading these till tier 4. I might actually get rid of the tax collection building now and see if it pops up. If not, we just might have to just upgrade this first. Anyhow, outside of that, the other balance changes is Zhou Tai, our dear friend who single-handedly killed 1,000 men here in the copper mine. He has been fixed. They have said that they have reprogrammed the Undying Vow so that it does check for Oath Thorns first, so that if there is no Oath Thorns in the battlefield, it just won't trigger at the beginning. This means we just need to find him an Oath Thorn, and he'll still be a miniature Lü Bu on the battlefield, being able to heal and being immune to fatigue. So it's not like he was broken in that the power level of Undying Vow was broken. It was just changed to now that you have this active buff. So basically, they changed the programming where you have to click this to activate it, and then it will check if all Oath Thorn are alive. So this is a easy programming fix. They didn't want to go fix the logic. They just made it an active check. So you see, it used to be a passive buff, and the way they wrote the code, it doesn't check for Oath Thorn. So instead of fixing that, which I think they felt was more difficult, the easy fix is make this an active buff, and when you click the active buff, it makes a check for Oath Thorns. And if it has Oath Thorns alive, then it activates. So that's the change they made. He's still insane, and because it's an active buff, it messes up his delegate value. So you can't just send him in and delegate and kill 1,000 men. You can still send him in with the Oath Thorn and manually use him to kill 1,000 men, but it just won't be as easy as what we did at the end of last episode. And that's fair, because we don't want just have him running around conquering all of the south for us. We still want to play the game as it's intended to be. So that's the change here. He also has a level up, so we might as well use that. Previously, we went for this because I wanted post-battle loot income. He could benefit from more battle speed, but he could also benefit from actual damaging ability. Actually, that's kind of overrated. He's really never going to have final rush activated. He's never going to lose health below 50%. We do want reach. That might be the only reason why we go targeted strike, which is the banded version of hamstring attack, similar to hamstring, just does morale damage, which is interesting. Or we can go zeal, just make him stronger overall, even though I don't think we'll ever use him to duel. Charge bonus, 2 levels. Yeah, I think we'll just go for reach, which is probably most useful right now, and then these two are really good later on. Alrighty. Wait, did that not pick up? Oh, we didn't apply. And then Chen Gong also leveled up, which also makes him have a desire for higher office. Don't worry, we are going to be very generous with what we provide in terms of our titles, because they're cheap now. We can give him the Orator. 15 points puts him at 26. It only costs us 50. And then the promotion would temporarily increase him by another 15. And 20 for recently promoted. The 15 is from the title, 20 is from recently promoted. We also have some pretty good administrative titles that we can give out later. He's just going to go down the route for battle, so going to head towards resourcefulness. Alright, and that's pretty much all the big changes. We ended at that battle, and we're going to use our main army here, which technically I will want a few more things here. I would want like trebuchets, but we also have another thing to consider. We are considering how to unlock achievement. There's achievement for completing 5 of your Legacy of Wu missions before the year 200. I'm not sure if that's before the year turns 201, or is it before it turns to 200 in the spring of 200. We're about to find out. I wasn't planning on this when we started the campaign, so we actually took things a little slow. We're on turn 14, so we have, if it's turning 200, we have 10 turns left, and if it's turning to a 1, we have 15 turns left. We probably still can do it. They just have to rush it. The easiest 5, in my opinion, are the first 5. So capturing all of Xingdu, capturing all of Poyang, capturing all of Jianye, and capturing all of Kuaiji, I think is the easiest 4 to go for, and also the most essential 4 because they give you a combined +8 reckless luck per turn, which will help you keep your reckless luck high. The 2 assignments, public order, 15% from industry, and agricultural cost discount, or all green building discount minus 20%, are all very helpful. And the final one that you should probably do is not this one. This one's actually quite hard because you have to win 5 duels with Sun Ce. The easy one's the old guards. So it's not technically first 5, first 4, and this one. You just need a rank 4 Vanguard and rank 4 Sentinel who are over 40. And by old guard, they mean the old generals that your father used, Chen Pu and Huang Gai. These 2 both start over 40, and they both start at rank 3. Chen Pu is in our main army, so I think he will naturally pick up enough experience. And Huang Gai probably just need 1 shared expertise before the year 200, and he'll be rank 4. And then you have your 5 missions complete before the year 200. So we'll see if we can do that. And to achieve that, we are going to have to build a second army. We are going to need to be simultaneously attacking Xingdu and going down to Poyang, and also simultaneously attacking Kuaiji against Wang Lang, who is not really at war with us, but we're going to have to do it. So this was going to get slightly non-historical. We'll explain the difference real quick. We're going to use Luo Jun into the same army with the 2 Zhangs, and we'll explain their ability as well, which got a little bit of a fix. And it's very nice that they all get along. Alright, so first we're not going to recruit anything because the army that I'm going to run is going to be just mercenary archers. He will probably run some spear guards. Actually, he'll probably just run 2 of these in the beginning. We'll go with a very cheap army here because we don't have much gold. And their job is just to abuse the fact that he has burned as a trait, which gives our units plus 15% ammo and also reduces the enemy ammunition by 30%. So that's very helpful. And then these 2 gentlemen here, Zhang Zhao and Zhang Hong, has an ability called the 2 Zhangs, which are passive buff that increases base range damage by 20% if both of them are on the battlefield at the same time. So that's why it's called the 2 Zhangs. That's kind of their nickname in the Wu court. They're not brothers. They're not related. They're from different commanderies. Zhang Hong is from Guangling over here, and Zhang Zhao is from Pengcheng over here. And they're both refugees of the war, and they ran south where they stayed before Sun Ce recruited them. Very different personalities and very different people, not related, just had the same last name. Alright, so that would be our army responsible for taking care of Kuaiji over here. It'll probably take them about 5 turns to do it, so as long as we get this army started before 198, 199, it'll be fine. We'll have them on the field for now to make sure none of them suffer any lack of purpose. Li Jue is also angry at us because of lack of purpose. But we can't really do much with him because he has such a huge retinue. He'll cost us so much money to summon onto the battlefield. So we might end up just giving him a title to keep him happy. We'll see what happens. And Lu Su can wait a bit. Historically, he's not really in our Wu court. He didn't really serve Sun Jian very much. So he can sit on the bench for now. And taking the historical path, even though Yuan Shu has released us, we're going to be attacking Yan Baihu next. He is a very soft target historically, got wiped out really quickly. He was basically propped up by local governors like Wang Lang to fight us. After we wrecked them, we wrecked Wang Lang historically before turning to finish up with Liu Yao, who should have escaped west by now, but seems like he actually expanded north. We're going to move our armies just into the territory. I guess we could even march. Because we purposely didn't use this army to take the copper mine so they can stay on the move. Oh, no one's home. Okay. Ideally, we want to put in like 2 handmade guards and 2 trebuchets here. But once again, for cost reasons, we're not going to do that right now. These will remain rebel farmers until we upgrade this. This is going to tier 3, tier 4's reform locks. We'll probably just build this out. Or we can probably wait. Like, we already get commerce faction wide here, even though we only have 1 commander, but maybe we can wait on this just because it's 6 turns. Maybe we go for this build right away. Do we have... we messed up the timing here. Okay, so we might actually have to wait a turn for Zhang Liao to go back in. Alright, not the biggest deal. I don't want that debuff. So, he might just get a cheap title, like attendant for now. Alright, everyone should be decently happy with us. And that debuff should go away. I don't think we need to do anything else. Oh, we got a new trade agreement. Right, good thing we checked. Gongsun Du. I'm always worried about Gongsun Du losing in the campaign. Shi Wu is definitely safer, but Gongsun... Maybe... I mean, maybe we just assume he won't lose for 10 turns and we'll get at least this value from him. And then when he does lose, we'll just switch trade targets. Yeah. Can't say no to income here. Okay, speaking of income. We could peace out with Liu right here. That would technically be historically accurate. He's willing to offer us a lot. Because he was beaten back and we kind of just, after killing 3 of his generals, we basically let him go. And then we went to focus on this part before re-declaring war against him and against Yuan Shu by that time. He's willing to offer us a huge price here. Like, so much so that we could even pick up some free territory. Like, the fishing port I'm not so keen about. This toolmaker actually sounds very attractive. Do we have enemies in the north? We don't, right? He's our only enemy right now. How much value is the... Yeah, he's willing to give us that. Versus the fishing port. Yeah, he values the fishing port more, even though it doesn't provide income, but it provides him valuable food. But he's food rich, so it's kind of not logical here. Alright, before we do that deal, which I do want to do. What level is this? Can't check. I have no vision on it. It doesn't look like very high level. He seems to be building it up, which means we can't enjoy the build up. We're gonna sneak this group over. I want to see what tier it is. Oh, Yuan Shu is about to take it back. That's why he's willing to trade. It is tier 1. So 100 income per turn would be what it offers. Okay. We go back. And we don't want to be inside because we don't want to lower the public order issue. Level 1. He's going to lose it. So I guess we could take it off his hand. He won't attack us. And we get vision on his capital. Easy place to summon armies. This we can take ourselves later. And also we already have it from our mission. We don't need to hold it. We just need to take it once. So it doesn't affect us. Because it's capture or have. So either we have physically taken it or we traded for it. And then the next turn it checks if we have it. Alright. Let's peace out. And then we don't have to worry about that army for a while. We can focus the next 10 turns on them. Oh, but if we're trying to do the legacy of Wu, we have to break that deal. Alright, then maybe not. Maybe we'll just keep him as an enemy. See, I'm not sure if the before year 200 is 199 or 201. Like, what year would that be considered? Oh, wow. They're willing to pay it. Oh, right. He's the one with no money. I forgot. No horses either? He has food. Yeah, we'll take one food for 10 turns. We only have one to spare. And, Zhang Yan. Another big difference is mercenary contract will not be activated unless you're playing a bandit faction or you're playing Lü Bu. So all those contracts we saw earlier, in earlier episodes, they should be gone by now. Wait. Oh, she adopted someone. I was like, she's available for marriage? That would be pretty insane. No, she's not doing too poorly in terms of income. We'll just take it for a non-aggression pact with a faction that we have no intentions of fighting. She'll probably burn out and die on her own. They're also in the north. We just don't see them. They're over here in Henei. Ooh, generous fella. Gongsun Zan. Stingy. Not gonna make a deal with Wang Lang. We were temporarily in-laws. Maybe we can pay for that. He's probably likely to join us once he gets wiped. Because of our marriage deal. Anyone else? Zhang Yang and Zheng Jiang probably are willing to pay a bit. Take that. We need the money for our second army. So bear with us a little bit. Oh, that was close. There we go. Alright. Now we have a decent amount of income, 2,700 here. We will not peace out with him and do battle properly. They're on the way to Xingdu. They're going to be on their way to Kuaiji. They're going to defend home. They will trail behind, so things will be going great. Let's continue. And Liu Yao wants peace. We know that he really wants peace because of the value we saw during the negotiation, but we're going to reject. Alright, new turn. And they fixed the system where if you asked the vassal to go to war, they weren't showing who you're going to war with. That's also something changed in the new patch, which is very welcome. So now we don't have to guess who the wars are going with. Alright, faction destroyed out south. Zanba declaring war on Yuan Shu, which is also... Ooh, Forge Master. Wow. So not only is this item excellent on your leader because of the expertise and instinct stat, it also gives you 15% industry faction-wide, which is insane. So Scholar will probably go to Lady Wu, who will get rid of this, which is absolutely useless of a... No, Scholar. And then Sun Ce will pick up the Forge Master for the stats and the faction-wide bonuses. Mozi together will destroy walls. Mozi was this warring state philosopher who also invented a lot of siege weapons. So that's why he has that bonus from his book. Now we can't reach them. That is really sad. I think we're losing too much of our steam here. I don't see where Yan Baihu is though. It's one of those situations where it says 25%, but then it's like 24 point something, and you actually can't ambush. Okay, then we'll just move up, and this group will follow behind. They'll take part in the fight. We need to get him an Oaththorn. We need to develop a relationship with someone here. They can switch back to regular stance. They can get into position. Right, this way we can recruit mercenaries next turn and just attack the small town right away. Once we declare war, not incurring any extra unneeded upkeep cost. Here's where thing gets a little iffy. We need to get Zhang Liao, who doesn't like working under Chen Pu. That's fine. You still have to suffer through it. We need you. So next turn we get a building discount. I might actually get rid of this and build this just properly. And use this turn where we're waiting for Zhang Liao to come online to take this out. Yeah, we're still getting the 100 industry from the invisible state workshop. And the next turn we'll spend 4 turns building the city upgrade to see if we can magically reveal that state workshop. Alright, that's pretty much it. Let's continue. Get this fight started. Alright, Wang Lang declared war on Yellow Turbine, which is to his south. Liu Chong assassinated by Yuan Shu. Okay. Alright, we don't need them. Alright, they have to be one sieging because they have the siege weapons. We're gonna pull up Zhou Tai just up here. And we are highly likely to just delegate the battle because our quote-unquote siege weapons aren't real siege weapons. They don't actually do well against walls and towers. Alright, so he does improve your delegate value. They did nerf it, but like it's still pretty decent. We're just going to be delegating this fight. And then we'll move on pretty quickly to keep fighting to find where Yan Baihu's main army is. Alrighty. And Lu Meng joins our court. And we have captured 5 settlement with Sun Ce. So winning 5 duels is very difficult, or else that one will be a very easy mission to complete before the year 200. Chen Pu. So everyone's a little bit injured, nicked up, that's fine. We really want this, and it's nice that he can also pick up abilities from the other side. I didn't notice this before. But then we're definitely going, I mean, even though this will help him a lot, this will help everyone a lot. So we're going to go here. Gun for that one. And you see he's rank 4. Next turn we'll probably get that check mark from our missions. So here's when you want to kind of look at your units, right? So these are 3 turns till replenishment. These are 4 turns till replenishment. These are 2 turns. And so if they're 2 turns, it's fine. If they are, more than 2 turns, just get rid of them and re-summon them because they're mercenary units. You don't actually lose much rank up. So out here, most of these are 3 turns, 4 turns. This guy's 2 turn, so we'll let him stay on the army. Everyone else can go away. There we go. And then we're in no rush. We'll re-summon him just so that he's healthy. Zhou Tai is fine. See, previously, before the patch, I'm sure we could just send him here and he'll destroy the whole place. But that's ridiculous, so it's nice that he can't do that. We got a title with a messed up image. Conquer 5 commanders in the south. And that title gives us what? Military supplies. Not very important. Alright, we can also launch our attack on the small town, which should also be a delegate fight. We'll use these. We'll summon. They'll probably be, taken out afterward. We have a problem. These guys are level 1. So they can't recruit mercenary archers. Miscalculation here. Then this army has to wait. Then we don't have to declare war right away. We'll build it right. We'll go with 4 spear guards. And we'll temporarily use archers. Yeah. So basically they need to be mustered. That slows us down a little bit, but it's fine. The reason why no siege weapons is A, siege weapons are expensive, and B, it's a small town, so there is no garrison. We can take this army right now and go fight it, and we'll just automatically take it. But then if they have another army come back and attack us, we're in big trouble. So to be safe, we'll wait 3 turns. We'll come attack this next. Alright, he ranked up to 3, which probably means he needs a title. Lu Fan. Lu Fan doesn't have anything that really stands out in terms of traits. So he could go anywhere, really. I mean, ideally he'll be in the court at the end for the spice bonus. But right now, maybe just flaming shots or reach. Let's go with flaming shots. 24. Okay, office revoke is because we took him out of the court. So he'll be fine. He'll be pretty happy. We don't need to give him title. That will go away. Lu Meng's the new character we got. His title is Late Scholar. And he doesn't, he basically transitions into a scholar. Like late in his life, he take on more of a strategic role rather than like a fighting general role. That's why he has his title. Not very useful armor. In terms of game characters, I think he's pretty good on the battlefield. He's very young. We have a lot of time with him. So I think we get Night Battle first, and then we want Patience so he can maybe help us capture rebels in the future. Yeah, I think that's the way we want to build with him. Oh, because we got him actually. Oh, he's active. We can actually switch him out because he's rank 3 already, and he's not happy working under Chen Pu. So we want this to be built, but maybe we want this first real quick, and then we'll build that, and then we'll cancel Zhang Liao afterward. Yeah, I think that's good. Alright, they'll still stand there. Alright, that's a little hiccup. I thought we'd be taking that this turn, but it should be okay. What are we going to do here? They built the wrong stuff. Definitely this is going to be our food place. Small city already. Alright, we'll probably upgrade this. And then we'll tear this down later when this is finished. But then this is 4 turns, right? We might wait. We might wait to put in the government support here so that we don't have a blank building the whole time. And just keep this tier 1. Yep, save us a little bit of money too. I'm good with that. Alright, let's continue here. I also pray that Taishi is not dead. He doesn't fight Yuan Shu and get Taishi killed. So let's go. Kong Rou wants to buy our stone pig. We'll keep that actually. Okay, we have an interesting situation here. Well, Zhang Yang got destroyed, which is interesting. Liu Chong probably got destroyed. Alright, Chen Pu's level up has been acknowledged. Liu Yao is coming after us with Taishi, which is interesting. And then it looks like Yuan Shu is actually coming south. He's not at war with us, but I don't want him to take the fishing port. Liang Xing. Well, what title did we get? Oh no, Chen Gong healed up. I mean, logically, we wipe him out here. But then it's going to slow our advance over here. We definitely don't want him to go into our territory. Alright, we'll wait one more turn with this army. We've got to figure out what to do here first. Zhang Liao ranked up again. We'll get patience, which is very important. And then we'll tear this down and build a tax collection here. I think we want to destroy them here, or at least cripple their army to the point where they can't really affect us. You just slow us down a little bit. We want 成功 back. How do we maximize movement? 2 of these. Okay. I think we maximize movement by going here as the reinforcement army. And then they would do the attacking. Alright, we will fight this ourselves. I just want to see if Zhou Tai's delegate value. Yep. So the system... Okay, this is not right because they're keeping the same bar from when we don't have night battle. They don't refresh the bar. But this value is correct. So they are actually lowering Zhou Tai's delegate value by quite a bit. Or else, I'm pretty sure he could have beat this army by himself before. Alright, we'll fight this one. Our goal is to keep... I don't know if we want to keep the army alive and just weak. Or we want to knock them out so they go back to court. We definitely want to knock him out for the chance of capturing the bow, which he stole from Taishitsu. We'll be careful with him. We want to keep his resiliency high. He's going to be captured by us for sure. Let's fight. Alrighty, we're loaded up in here. Our poor 2 generals way in the front. They're going to come back a little bit. I don't like how we're on the slope down part in terms of reinforcement. That's going to be really tough for our siege weapon. We're going to put this tower just randomly out in the front. And then we'll put some spikes. I don't know. How do they even have cavalry? That's what I'm trying to think. I don't think they have cavalry. Well, it's foggy as well. Alright, let's move over there. So you see we can't activate it because we don't have Oathorns. So they fixed that. This might be the best spot to fight for us. Hold on. Go here. Pull it in spear wall. Those siege weapons are so slow to show up. Actually, they need to be away from the trees, or else they'll just light up the trees themselves. But the trees are good. We can hide our cavalry kind of in them. Hopefully we'll have enough time to set up before the enemy comes for us. Which I don't even know if they will come for us because the way the vision works, it's foggy. They don't see any of our units. And we're attacking them, so they're technically on defense. So if they don't see siege weapons, they don't charge. Right? Their logic is just, you know, we're playing defense. There's no need for us to rush up to you guys. We might have to go look for them. I actually don't know why I'm sending him. He's not that strong anymore. Sun Tzu has played better, and plus we want duels. We can lead them over once we find them. They should be somewhere over here. Oh, there they are. Are they pulling back farther? Alright, so if that's the case, what we're going to do is we're going to move all our units over here. That will take a while, clearly, so we'll cut this part out. See you guys when we get all set up. Alrighty guys, so we're lining up all the way over here because they're still hiding behind. They don't see our range units just yet. While these guys are setting up, and we're going to probably move them up a little bit more. Just using the arrow keys, you can keep the formation the same. We also have the formation locked, so you can just right click and keep the formation tight as well. There is a duel possible, and this is actually slightly historical because these two fellows fought each other, and after that, they became good buds. So we're gonna use analyze weakness here to get him in trouble. We're pulling our general as far away as possible so that they meet somewhere closer to our army. Now, unfortunately, we don't have the exemplar ability yet to help him out. We don't have any tiger guard or hand made guards to give him a damage debuff. But we can use our 2 strategists to debuff him and also to speed up the cooldown of Sun Ce's ability. This way we also take Hell of Arrow out of the equation, as he'll be fighting a duel. We are not full health, so we need all the help we can get. He has more health than us. He also has what? The rest of his stats not that impressed. Alright, so we're gonna hover over him. You see how we can pull the duel into a favorable location for us. And we're gonna keep him with the analyze weakness. There we go. Alright, we're gonna just stay here, watch them duel, and we can use this with a shorter cooldown. So let's use it right away, because this will speed up all cooldowns. So it'll probably be a 10-second cooldown, I think. There's a 10-second countdown and then it goes into cooldown for 30 seconds, but it's like -2 seconds every second, so it's technically -3 seconds. See, it jumps down quickly. But we should be able to beat him with less armor, less weapon damage, and also insane cooldown this ability. There you go. One more time. Oh, another big change is the Blood Fury ability. Oh, there we go. We got him. The Blood Fury ability that we had on Sun Ce is now fixed. He no longer causes Berserk randomly. It only activates when he duels. So it like gives him basically bonuses, and then you can't pull him out of the duel because he's Berserk, and that's the only thing that's different. Alright, once we move our siege weapon in range of their units, they should start charging at us, because AI don't stand there and, you know, get killed. Unless they're inside a wall city, then they're just absolutely stupid. Do we get another duel? It'd be nice to duel him too. Alright, once the siege weapons start lighting them aflame, they should start moving. Fire. 2, 3, 5. Alright. Come on, run at us. They're running away? No way. Come on, realize the situation. I mean, if they're just gonna stand there and die, I don't mind. Oh, there you go. Here they come. Alright, they're shooting arrows at us. Increase our range block chance and run back. I don't think we'll be using our cavalry at all. Does he want to duel? That's really what I care about. And to pull them farther back. I don't want him to snipe us. That bow is actually really powerful. You can shoot at any of our units. Oh, you know what? Let's erase him from the map. Show you guys charge damage versus generals. Hold fire, hold fire. Come on, guys. Get there fast. Let's watch his health. We finally can get a good charge off. 16k. 16k. And then magic trick. 5.5k, 4.4k, gone, vanished. You see how that charge bonus got applied? Insane. Sun Tzu's cavalries. Alright. Now it's just clean up. We'll let our siege weapons gain more experience. They're the only unit that we don't really want to disband, so we'll let them go at it. I mean, if I knew this was the situation, I wouldn't have even recruited these guys. I mean, we recruited them this turn. We don't need fire here. Let's go with the regular arrows. Regular arrows shreds these guys real quick. Alright, make sure we hit that guy. You can hit that guy. And you guys can go erase another general. But first we need to kill the archers, because they kill cavalry really quick. Come on. Oh, maybe not, maybe not, maybe not. We don't want to get shot. Ooh, fancy fire arrow. Alright, now we're good. Oh, alright, we'll let him live. We'll let him live. We'll capture him. That's what's most likely will happen. Alrighty. We definitely overpaid for our units a little bit. Just get money. We didn't capture any of them? Huh. That was unexpected. We definitely need more patience trait. I'm worried about this situation. I'm worried about him taking this. I guess it's fine in the long run. We'll turn on them after. We definitely wasted the recruitment here. We didn't need that this big of army to fight them. Overestimated their abilities. I definitely don't think we need this army to fight this. I don't know where Yanbaihu is. That's the thing. Alright. What we're gonna do... it's a bit of a waste. Okay, it's fine. We're wasting money that we recruited. We could have done without this. We're gonna actually summon Trimple back to heal him. He's a bit injured, and I want him to be healthy for the Yanbaihu fight. Because Yanbaihu with his weapon, the Tiger Claws, really hurts. So we need full healed generals. These guys we don't need right here either. They didn't get any rank. And we're just gonna take everyone off. 2-turn healing. You see, we got movement because we got rid of so many retinue as well. So we're gonna go back to the town. Yeah, we're gonna launch the attack against them next turn. We don't even need to recruit much to fight them. This army might actually, once we get Trimple back, we can just beat that. And then if we see Yanbaihu's army below, we'll summon all the mercenaries after that point. I feel like we can ignore them for now. Yeah, don't really care about them. They no longer pose a threat with their retinue. Like level 3 garrisons, pretty strong. And just to make sure, we'll let Huang Gai lead this. Now there's no reason they can come after us. Why is someone mad here? Why are you mad? Desire for higher office? Here, +6 satisfaction. Doesn't really help you, huh? Don't have that many titles to give away. That's the thing. Poison arrows. All the cheap ones we already handed out. The next tier is all 200. I don't want the debuff on our faction though. Let's give Zhang Liao a promotion. You will become senior officer because you're higher level. And that frees up this title, which I don't know if we can give out this turn. I might have to wait a turn. There's always that cooldown issue of flip-flopping titles. They don't consider this a flip-flop, so that's good. They don't have the cooldown, but you have to get it next turn. Available next turn. Yep. Alright, we'll give him to him next turn then. That's fine. Alright, any other issue? We have 69 shared expertise. We're going to dump this on Huang Gai so that we can finish our Legacy of Wu mission for the old guard and get +1 reckless luck right away. Probably should have done it last turn. Right. We had enough last turn. Oversight here. He also will get reach. Perfect. Okay, and the old guard will trigger next turn as well. Yeah, because we took away the tax collection, this has stopped dropping, which is good. Because I think we'll wait till we have more patience trait before we start farming rebels. They just need one more turn. Let's continue. Liu Biao's cooperation is basically a vassal. We're not doing that. Oh, now they're chasing down Zhou Tai. We can just retreat. I'm pretty sure we'll get out of his range. Now, unfortunately, we did retreat in a weird direction. Price of ambition. Defeat 2 armies or garrisons from the following faction Yuan Shu. There is what? Keeper of status quo. This is for his emperor decree. That's fine. Eventually we'll get this done. We completed another Legacy of Wu quest here. We also got a sentinel who's young, who's ranked up. Who's the young sentinel? Oh, Zhang Liao. And the young strategist is Zhou Yu. A young commander. We don't have one of those. Gonna have to wait for Sun Quan. Technically, I think these... Yeah, I think the commander, we just have to wait. Unless, you know, we can pull out... Ooh, Jia Chong. Unless we can just pull out, like, a level 4 commander from our pool, which we don't really see anyone. We definitely want Chen Pu back. The direction they escape kind of worries me, because I think the army is still in between here. Now, there's no way they can go reinforce them. So, we have to find a way home. To be safe, we're just going to pop over here and just recall the boys and resummon them later. Alright, this fight, we're fighting against some really scrappy units. Lumberyards are big defensive structures with towers. I don't think we need any units to win that. I think our siege weapon and our 2 generals is enough. Yeah, I think so. If Yan Baihu's standing here, we're screwed, but that is not the case. Night battle. Let's fight this. Alright. We're loaded up in here. Maybe we overcompensated. You know, last fight we summoned way too many troops, and this fight we're summoning way too few troops. Could be the case. But let's pick a door where the terrain's relatively flat, where we have slightly higher elevation. Like this one. And make sure the towers can't hit us, because sometimes they can hit into the deploy zone. So those are really bad situations. Alright, I like that. I don't like how it's foggy again. Please don't charge out. Hold on. We can do something like manual shut. Oh dear. Are they coming out? If they come out, Sun Ce and Chen Bu will just have to use their life to defend. Alright, we're level 5, crossbow. Good anti-infantry unit. Okay, let's see. We're gonna get shot by tower. Fire at whoever you want yourself. We have to go kill the archers. Charge, charge, charge. Alright, chase down the other archer. Zhou Yu will play stop that group. Alright, we're gonna turn around and focus on them now that the archers are gone. Alright, we got this. Nothing to worry about. Had just the right amount of retinues. Zhou Yu works really well because he has the cooldown reduction for that. Alright, now we can pull them out of the enemy tower range so they don't have to get hit for no reason. And we'll pick off this guy, and we'll probably pick off... There's one more unit inside. And then we should have this... We should have this battle won. There should be a unit right here that we just can't see. We have plenty of ammo left to just fire. Yep. Manual fire into an empty spot. I think we need to kill her to reduce their morale. Here, I'm going to give the boys some range protection, and they're just going to go in and take care of that. There's another unit that rallied back over here, and there's another archer, I think, that rallied back over here. Alright, let's see if we can kill that. Ooh, archer first, archer first. But I think after we kill her... I think it's over. Yeah, it's over. Not too hard. There we go. Alrighty. So that should finish the mission for Xingdu. So it's the winter of 197, and we have 1, 2, 3 completed. We're about to attack Kuaiji over here with our second army. And we also have Poyang in our sights next. I think if we get lucky with dueling, we might be able to pick this up pretty soon as well. Next generation, if we can find a young commander, this wouldn't be too hard, considering we're gaining 12 points of shared expertise per turn. Aside from that, the rest are pretty hard to do. This is a very powerful one because administrators are so valuable. Assignments too. This one doesn't sound hard, except for we don't have a second commander. Because Lady Wu was almost rank 5. Zhou Yu's ready rank 5. And we can probably push Chen Gong to rank 5 pretty easily. Alright, we're going to pick up Patience here. I don't need forest spotting. I do need to capture enemy generals. They can start attacking too. We're going to war with you. It's a free take. There's no garrison. We waited for the replenishment just in case they had an army nearby. Yufan has joined us. We'll talk about him next episode. We're wrapping up this episode here. We're getting started with Kuaiji. This one mainly talking about the changes in the patch. And one of the biggest changes here for Sun Ce that we almost forgot to mention is that Blood Fury will now only be enabled during a duel. So if we get him in a duel, we get 25% extra damage. But he will be berserk, so we can't control him to leave a duel, and we can't use his other abilities inside the duel. So if we want straight up, percentage damage, where you can't use other abilities, I don't think it's bad. I think it's good. It's worth getting now. Also, it gives +4 instinct and +4 authority, which helps him as the faction leader as well. So we're just going to end our episode right here, and we'll continue next episode, picking up all of this territory here in Kuaiji, finishing off Yan Baihu's faction, and then finishing off Po Yang and Liu Yao's faction as well. We're going for the town. Our attack path is probably going to be straight towards the town, because once we capture this town, we get Taishi Ci. Each of the towns in these 4 commanderies will give us a character. We got Lu Meng here, Yu Fan here, Taishi Ci, and then we got the 2 Zhangs over here. We also got Zhou Tai on top of that. So things are going pretty great. He's conquering the Yellow Turbines in the south while we take all his territory, so it should be fairly low resistance. I think what will happen is we'll route this way towards livestock farm, and then maybe to finish off Yan Baihu, they need to come here. Yan Baihu definitely has a full army somewhere, and the fact that we don't see him is a little troubling. We can gamble that he's not going to come out of nowhere and just leave our army as is, or we can give it a full retinue. But I prefer to gamble a little bit just so that we can save cost, because we can take this with this army as well, and the way with how mercenaries work, as long as we don't need them, we don't recruit them. That's pretty much it. And we'll also summon some of our other generals like Zhou Tai back into the forefront of the battlefield so they can contribute in the army and gain experience and level up as well. So thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time. Bye.